I'm like, hey, wait, I'll just buy a laser and I'll make them myself.
5
So
tumblers and you
I'm
escalate
telling.
into.
So I spent $3,000 and so, and I got the X-Tool 20-watt Pro.
And welcome to another great episode of Right Back Project. Crystal and John.
Hey.
What's up?
Oh, just flying by the seat of my pants.
Yeah, it's
It's
crazy
a crazy
weekend.
crazy weekend, and like the next
Leading up.
week coming up
Yeah.
is insane.
Yeah.
So
More on that on the life update.
yes.
But this episode is brought to you by
Katie with Monarch Pine. If you're looking for jewelry findings or blanks, make sure to check out her website, monarchpine.com, and use code Riley Black for 10% off. But of course, patrons get more.
Of course. And if you are a patron and not a member of the TRBP Hangout Facebook group, don't know what you're doing. That's part of the perk. Private Facebook group just for our patrons. But if you're not a patron, no worries. We have the Riley Black Project Community Facebook group. So be sure to join that. And by the time this airs, it'll be
so we'll have
over.
an After Dark this Friday,
Yeah.
but it'll be.
But hopefully you caught the After Dark, and if not, go catch the replay.
Right.
Because this one's open to everyone.
Yes.
A few people don't like when we do those.
I know. Yeah. Our
'cause-
patrons, they get a little.
Yeah.
Because we let in the outsiders.
Right, because our After Darks are simply for our patrons, but quarterly we open it up, let you guys get a view of what we do
Yeah.
over on Patreon, along with a few other perks. But this episode, much like all of them, great guests on, is in a bowling league, bowls at 200. Good, bad? I don't know, 'cause I don't know bowling scores.
It's pretty good.
Likes to vacation upstate New York in the wineries.
That sounds fun.
Yep. But more importantly, wakes up every day at 4 or 5 in the morning.
Oof.
I don't
Can't
know that
relate.
life. Don't know
I
that
go to
life,
bed
but-
closer to when
Right.
wake up.
We're a couple hours away, of course, especially in the last few days prepping for that show.
Yeah.
But welcome to the show, Jeff and Anna of Lancaster Supplies. How's it going, guys?
Yep. Good. Great. Doing great.
Yeah.
And yes, every day, 4:00 in the morning.
Wow.
I don't need an alarm. I just
No
wake
alarm?
up. Nope. I just
And
wake up.
Is
Wired
that
differently.
just like, is that like how you've always been? Was it like a job that you had when you were younger that kind of like started that?
I've always been like that. Never 4 in the morning, but
Yeah.
really about the last, probably since I started my own business, it's
Right,
been about
yeah.
4 in the morning. I just wake up, and once I wake up, I just can't go back to sleep. So I just finish getting up. Get
Yeah.
up, get ready, and come into work. A lot of times I just work from home for a little bit and then come into the warehouse.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Where's that coming from? It's like as soon as we start a podcast, we both
I got
we
a little
both
tickle.
get a
No, I
tickle
got like a little
or
tickle.
cough or
It's
yeah.
weird. It usually happens to you, not me.
So Anna's sitting next to you, and so
Yes.
people always wonder who's Anna. So not
Yep.
your daughter, not your wife. Tell us about Anna.
Yep. We get so many people ask who Anna is, and of course she's a big part of Lancaster Laser Supply. So a lot of people know her, see her. She does a lot of the shipping.
Yeah.
She messages and everything, but she is a full-time employee, and she's
Awesome.
been here pretty much from really. I started it before, but when I really went full-time with laser blanks and stuff, she was right there when I started it.
Awesome.
So she's been here pretty much the whole time, and went through everything.
So how did you get into the laser world and selling laser blanks and stuff?
So we'll just start with the beginning of the story. So
Yeah.
I just like most people, I had a really good job, kind of a 9 to 5, but I traveled for my job, and I was sitting on the beach with my wife. Every October we go to Myrtle Beach, and
Okay.
so I'm sitting there. We're sitting there. I'm of course drinking some bourbon and Coke, and I'm like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna start my own business. And she looks over at me. She's like, can't you just go buy a car like everyone else is having a midlife crisis?
Right.
I was like, this isn't a midlife crisis. I'm like, I'm past that. I was like, so I actually started Lock Connection, which was a distribution company. I started that And then once I started that, it was probably 4 years into it. And I was trying to get some tumblers made. This was right before COVID. I was
Okay.
trying to get, I only wanted 5 tumblers. And it was probably my fault. I was trying to work with like the bigger companies.
Yeah.
And I didn't know anything about laser stuff at all.
Right.
Yeah.
So I only knew about the bigger companies that like, show up on,
Right.
Facebook and things like that.
Yeah.
So nobody would do 5. And then as soon
Right.
as you start talking about stuff like that, it starts showing up on Facebook. So all these
Right.
lasers
They
start
attack you.
showing up.
Yep.
And I'm like, hey, wait, I'll just buy a laser and I'll make them myself.
5
So
tumblers and you escalate
tumblers.
into.
So I spent $3,000 and so, and I got the X-Tool 20-watt Pro. I got that. And
Oh no, a 20-watt too?
the 20-watt Pro. I made my
Pro.
5 tumblers and I thought it was cool. Like I messed several of them up first.
Yeah.
But then I finally got them. I made them and then I posted it. This was in really 2020
Yeah.
is when I got it. And then so I posted it and then like all my friends and family was like, hey, wait, I want some of these things. Can you make me some of this? Can you laser this? And I'm like, look, I have no idea what I can laser.
Right.
All I know is I did 5 tumblers so far.
Right.
But it was so addictive. Soon as I did the first one, I'm like, this is cool. Like the first one that came out good. The first couple wasn't very fun at all.
Yeah.
Very aggravating. As soon as I got it, I'm like, this is really cool. It comes out nice. I can put anything I want on here. So I started bringing everything from my house. And I was just like laser and everything.
Yeah.
I'll take it back home, and my wife's like, "Look, stop laser and everything."
She's like, "Can you stop engraving all my stuff?"
I bring everything home, and then eventually she's just like, "Just no more stuff. We don't need any more stuff. Make stuff for other people."
Right.
I'm like, okay. So that's kind of how I got into it.
Yeah.
It was just the need to have it. So it was it's a little odd how I got into it, needing 5, but then it was just like I said, it was so addictive.
Yeah, and then it takes on a life of its own.
I really enjoyed doing it, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna move forward with it. And really, for probably the next year and a half, I tried to do customized stuff. I mean, I did do customized stuff.
Yeah.
So I was, contacting customers, realtors, and I was pushing that I do customized items.
Yeah.
And I did that for a while. But when you first start out, and probably everyone has the same thing, is like it just takes forever to learn how to do it right.
Yeah.
To find the right setting, to do different things. So it's like it's taken so much of my time. And of course, I have another business that I'm trying to operate. So it was just taking so much time. And really, I don't know, it took me like 18 months, but I finally figured out I'm really not set up to do customized stuff. I'm a distributor. That's what I already do.
Right.
So, and I was trying to set up a customized website, and it was so much different than a distribution website.
Yes,
so
it is.
I'm like, I'm like, okay, I'm done with that. I'm just moving forward with, I'm just going to start bringing stuff in. And I had a lot of contacts over in Taiwan and China already, and they all kind of know each other, or know people that sell stuff or make stuff. So they were always like, hey, why don't you, my buddy over here does these, do you want me to tell him to contact you? And, you can buy them from them. And it took me a while, but I kept telling him, no, I'm not getting into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then after 18 months, I'm like, hey, is your buddy still doing this stuff?
You're like, so
Tell him
about
to send me
that.
his information. I'll get into it. But then it took probably about a year to really bring enough stuff in before I even went live with the website. So I didn't want to bring like 1 or 2 things in and then start the website, because it's like 2 items. It's not very.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it's kind of like when you go to someone's Etsy or website and you want to like look through all the stuff they have. If they only have 1 or 2 items, you're like,
It's like, are they really a business?
Right. Yeah.
So I waited till I got pretty much like a lot of stuff. I had a fair amount of stuff. And then that's when I was like, okay, I need to start putting this on a website. And it was like, I just didn't have time. It was so time consuming. And that's really when I hired Anna
Nice.
Nice.
to do all that.
Yeah.
She does everything marketing. She has a marketing degree, so
That's great.
it worked out great. So she come on, and now that was the first thing. She's like, well, what do I need to do? Well, all these things over here,
Yeah.
they all need pictures, descriptions. They need to be on the website.
Yeah.
That was
How did you find
the
Anna?
first thing. Really just searching on different websites for people. I can't remember if it was a Monster. Which one was it?
It was like Indeed.
Indeed. I think I used
Okay.
Indeed. But she went to a local college around here.
Okay.
So I was, trying to find someone who kind of just came out of college and was in marketing.
Yeah.
They didn't truly need to have, tons of experience because they just needed to know some
More
of the
than you.
general stuff, how to do
Yeah.
things.
Right.
And kind of grow and learn at the same time. Because a lot
Right.
of the stuff that she's doing, I want to learn too and understand it.
Right.
And I do
It's
understand a lot
important
of
for
it.
your
I mean,
business. Yeah.
I built the other website, so I already understood it, but it's just nice to have someone else doing it and, showing you the tips and tricks that I didn't learn as I did mine.
Right.
So, yeah, it worked out perfect for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were
Anna, were
happy.
you just in school before, or like what were you doing before you came on with Lancaster?
I had just graduated and I was looking for a full-time job and just popped up and I was like, oh, small business. Never really have done that before, just working with one other person. So
Yeah.
it was
Nice.
new.
Did you know anything about the laser world before coming?
Not at all. It
Yeah.
was all brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah, when she came in for an interview, I kind of talked about, both companies. I'm like, have this company, and also the main thing is this other company that I don't really don't have much stuff on, but that's what
Mhm.
we're going to work on. So sometimes I think I'm like, man, someone just coming in and not even having, usually big companies, you go in, you have a direction of actually, here's what you're going to do. Here's
Right.
this, you do this for 8 hours. But I'm like, look, it's going to be different every day. We're
Mhm.
going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do some of this. You're going to
Yeah.
wear like 5 or 6 different hats each day. I think that's the part that she liked, that it wasn't just sitting at a computer, doing certain things. So she got a little bit of variety of what she was going to do. And that's really what typically small business is about,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
What do you enjoy about Lancaster?
The company.
Yeah.
I like the variety of things. Like I'll be shipping stuff in the morning, then I'll be doing marketing in the afternoon, and it's just splitting up the day. So it's not like I'm sitting there all day staring at a screen
Right.
because I get a headache after a while. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I gotta step away
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. So you get to do a mix.
for sure.
I mean, really, the last 2 weeks, it's all shipping.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
From the time we get in to the time we leave, we're shipping. I mean, this is really the busiest time of year, but and actually, I think this week is busier than last week.
Mm.
And I think it's normal. I think people will order stuff
Yeah.
for right after Thanksgiving, and then I think what happens is they keep getting all these trickle orders.
Yeah.
Right.
So then they need
And
to
then
have more. Yeah.
they use 5 or 6. They're like, oh crap, I only have 2 left.
Yep.
I need some more. So they order it this week, so they have them ready for all these, late people placing orders or asking for custom stuff. Because I get it all the time too. People will text me, "Hey, can you make me 10 of these? Can you make me 5 of these?" I mean, I was actually here 3 a.m. laser and stuff to
Wait,
get
so then
caught-
did you still
tried-
wake up at 4 or 5?
Today
you
was
sleep
3
in that
a.m.,
day?
and I actually did use the alarm today. So I set it
Yeah.
at 3 a.m. so I could get up to make sure I got up to come in so I could do a bunch of tumblers. But
Yeah.
it's crazy like that right now. I mean, everyone's
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
same boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
sure.
just picked up an order from our local shirt shop that we do engraving for, and I'm just staring at those 3 huge JDS boxes.
Well, it's 2 huge ones and 1 smaller one.
True, it's 2 huge ones and 1 small, and I'm like, but they're
Yeah.
Christmas orders, for the shop. I guess not the owner, the shop owner's mom's husband, but she works there. But yeah, all those big orders are coming in now,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
Yeah.
they're doing another order for JDS today, and so it's
Yeah.
just how it goes.
Are you tired of spending hours cutting, painting, and assembling laser products? Look no further than the Crazy Laser Dad's Laser Ready Blanks.
Their high quality blanks are expertly sourced and tested and ready to use on your laser. Say goodbye to the hassle and frustration of time consuming projects and hello to more time creating and selling.
Plus, with their wide selection of items, you'll surely find the perfect blank for your customers.
Visit crazylaserdad.com today and take your laser crafting to the next level with their laser ready blanks. Hey guys, how great would it feel if this was the year you finally got to escape the 9-to-5 and embrace a lifestyle of creativity and entrepreneurship?
Every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern, Eon Laser USA invites you to join the Above and Beyond webinar, where you'll learn how you can make this a reality.
Join leading laser industry professional and brand ambassador Emily, aka That Mom with a Laser, and Eon Laser USA's sales manager Alicia as they dive into all things Eon.
Learn about the advantages of owning an Eon Laser and get the scoop on Eon's rewards and partner benefits. Plus, get a glimpse at how everyday people who started out with zero experience paid off their lasers, scaled their businesses, and transformed their lifestyles.
So if you're ready for a lifestyle change, head on over to eonlaser.us/whyus and sign up for the Above and Beyond webinar today.
Thanks for listening. Laser on.
Bye.
Yep.
So what kind of items do you offer with Lancaster?
So when I first started, I was like, I'm not bringing tumblers in at all. I'm not doing tumblers. I don't want to.
Yeah.
And that's a
Famous
huge,
last words.
yeah, it's a huge part of what we have now.
Yeah.
So we have all kinds of different tumblers, different platings underneath.
Nice.
Most of them are
I'll have to
powder
look.
coated, different
Yeah.
different sizes and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But then we have the coasters, we have marble coasters, we have 9 different pocket knives.
Oh,
We
nice.
have 6 different wood ones and then 3 metal ones.
Okay.
Those are big. We just started getting a bunch of ornaments in. So
Mm-hmm.
we have glass ornaments, leatherette. Leatherette's are really another big part. We have a lot of leatherette keychains, jewelry boxes, the notebooks that we just got in. A lot of people call them journals.
Yeah.
The notebooks, we just got a bunch of them in that are the removable cover one. So
Oh.
those have been super popular. And when I first started carrying the notebooks, I was like, I made one for my wife and she got it and she's like, this is cool. She's like, but what happens when I've done it? I use
Right.
all the paper. I was
Right.
like, oh, well, I guess I just will engrave you another one.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like,
called a repeat
oh,
customer.
wait. I was like, why don't we have just a removable cover one? That would make so much more sense. Then you don't have to waste the engraving.
Yeah.
So we finally got those in,
Those are
and they've
cool.
been super popular.
Yeah.
And we just have so many different colors of it. It's just really cool.
Yeah.
But
Do you
yeah,
do you still own the other company?
I do. Yep.
Nice.
We're in the same warehouse.
Okay.
Currently looking for a bigger warehouse because we're way
Busting
out of
at the
space.
seams.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
I saw you making all the shelves.
Yes.
there's literally no more room to bring anything even in the warehouse.
Yeah. Are you
it's-
still looking for
I have
stuff
stuff
to bring
sitting
in?
out right over here is the hallway. There's stuff out in the hallway. So I still have stuff coming in that I've ordered in the past.
Right.
So
yeah,
it's
months
on the
ago.
way. So it's like I can't really stop it.
Right.
So when it gets here, we just keep stacking it up higher and higher.
Right.
I mean, the good thing is we have like 25-foot ceilings. So
Yeah.
we have very large racks. Like if you go into Lowe's, we have those racks that are real tall.
Yeah.
So at least I can store a lot of stuff up on the racks. The bad thing is when I need it. We have
Right.
to
Right.
get it down
Yeah.
off the racks.
Yeah, it's not
But
super like productivity is struggles a little bit depending on what it is because
yes,
yeah, if you have to like dig for it or go, a pie for it, it slows the process down a little bit. Yeah.
yep, yep, for
Yeah.
sure. But yeah, so we're looking for a warehouse. So uh, hopefully I can find something. It's kind of slim pickings right around here, and I
Yeah.
want to
Mhm.
stay in a certain general area.
Right.
Right.
Um, but
Yeah.
so that makes it even harder to find.
So your other business, is it like do you want to talk about that one at all? Like what do you distribute
Sure.
for that?
So that one, I do pretty much wood and glass hardware. So
Oh, okay.
locks, hinges, drawer slides, like anything that's a wood cabinet or a glass cabinet. We do a lot of
Okay.
jewelry case stuff.
Mm,
But anything that's wood, we do a lot of electronic locks, like fingerprint locks, Bluetooth
mm,
locks, things like that.
nice.
Um, so that's kind of that part
And
of a business.
what made you choose that? Like how did you get into that side?
So to get into that one, so the company I was working with, there was a manufacturer that they kind of dealt with a little bit, but
Mhm.
Mhm.
they didn't have no agreement or work with them
Mhm.
that much, and I knew the guy very well. Like we would go to a
Mhm.
lot of trade shows, and I was always the guy that went because in my territory, I dealt with locks a
Right.
lot.
Okay.
So I got to know him all the time, and he's like, "Hey, listen, we need a a distributor in the United States. Do you want to do this with us?" And
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I have a really good job. I don't want to. And
Right.
it took a year or so. I'm like, all right, I'm ready to talk about it. Let's
Right.
figure it
Still
out.
on the table, right?
Yep. So he to be honest, they helped me out. He's from Taiwan, and they have
Mhm.
manufacturing in China and
Mhm.
Taiwan. And really, he was a reason Lock Connection even started
Yeah.
because I mean, he was like, well, "What do you need from us?" I'm like, "Well, I need to have inventory."
Right.
He's like, "All right, well, I'll ship you all this inventory. You tell me what you want. I'll ship you all this inventory, and then you can just pay me back when you
A
sell it."
sale. Yeah.
Mhm.
Right. And I'm like, and this is unheard of coming from someone from China.
Right.
Right.
Everyone
Yeah.
wants it. You pay now, and I'll
Right.
ship 3 months from now.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
You get to
okay,
do the
nope.
opposite.
I'm like, okay, no problem.
Yeah.
So it was
Well, and
so I
so
did
did
that.
he so he basically wanted but like he was looking for a US based warehouse and just kind of
Mhm.
wanted someone to run it for the most part, right?
Um
To a certain extent?
so yeah, I mean similar, yeah.
Yeah.
They just wanted someone to distribute their product that was in the
Okay.
United States. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
they didn't want
That
to
makes
actually do
sense.
any of the work
Right,
with the
right.
warehouse. They didn't want to own it. They just wanted someone to have a distributor because they would
Yep.
just like any other company, people will
Yeah.
call them and be like, "Hey, I need 3 of these, 2 of these." And
Right.
they're
And
from
soon.
China and Taiwan. They can't ship 2 pieces.
Right,
There's no
yeah.
way. I mean, they were only working with larger
Right.
companies, larger manufacturers. And
Yeah.
they're like, "Well, we need someone to help do all this stuff." And even some of those larger manufacturers, they really weren't big enough to order direct.
Mhm.
Just it just didn't make sense because of the shipping costs.
Right.
So a lot of that stuff came back to me.
Mhm.
So it kind of helped streamline it and get it going.
Right.
So
So, did you upgrade your laser at all or do you still have the same
I
laser?
actually still have that 20-watt Pro, but I
Wow.
have not used it for a long time.
Yeah.
I now have 4 lasers. So
Wow. Yeah.
I have the F1.
Nice.
So I got that one right after the 20-watt Pro, probably about 6 months into it. Because
Okay.
I'm like, I need something that goes faster.
Yeah.
So of course I
The
got the F1.
F1's not faster.
Yep.
Is it though?
And then it is faster because
Okay.
it's a Galvo. The other one
Oh,
Yeah.
was
okay.
a gantry.
True.
So it's definitely a lot faster. And I wanted something to kind of do metal.
Yeah.
Because I have metal wallets. So I was like, I wanted to find something to do the wallets faster.
Right.
So I got that and it worked. It worked okay. It's still
Yeah.
not super fast, and I can only
Right.
use the IR part of it.
Yeah.
And then I got a 60-watt fiber because I'm
Nice.
like, I want something that makes it even that comes out white and is super fast. so I got the fiber, and then I started to get a lot of people who wanted glass. I had so many issues trying to do glass on
Oh
the
yeah, on a
F1.
CO2. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even have a CO2.
Oh,
So I
okay, yeah.
not yet. And then so I'm like, I want to do glass, so I'm like, fine, I'm just buying a 15-watt UV.
Yeah.
So now I have those for the
Nice.
20-watt Pro, the
It's so funny you have
F1, the
4 lasers and no
60-watt.
CO2.
No, I'm gonna get a CO2 this year. It's on the
Nice.
way.
Yeah.
It's on the way.
Oh, you
I
already
just
ordered
got
one?
it's just a 60-watt Galvo. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To
I didn't
basically do the
even
tumblers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that like a Galvo CO2 existed until Bree.
Okay.
She was using she uses a Galvo for some of her tumblers too, and it looks and sounds like a fiber because it's really fast
Yeah.
but I'm used to the gantry CO2,
Yeah.
so I thought that was her fiber, and I was like, oh, I thought fibers weren't great for tumblers, and she's like, oh no, this is a CO2, and I'm like, but it looks like a fiber. So she's like, no, it's a
Wait a
Galvo, and I'm like, oh, okay, I got it. So
They all look very similar. Like
Yeah.
the fiber looks very similar to the UV. Like if you didn't know one was UV and fiber,
Right.
you really wouldn't know the
Right.
difference.
yeah, that's true.
So it's hard to
Yeah,
tell.
it's all what's on the inside.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the outside looks similar.
Right.
It's just what's on the inside and how it operates.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'll eventually have 5.
Nice.
The Riley Black Project is sponsored by Monarch Pine.
Monarch Pine is your trusted source for premium laser blanks and jewelry findings. From large loop earring hooks made specifically for acrylic and wood earrings to laser-tested stainless steel necklace and bracelet blanks, they have everything you need to bring your creative ideas to life.
As a maker, you know the value of quality supplies. And that's exactly what Monarch Pine delivers. Whether you're crafting as a hobby or running a full-time business, their products make it easy to design confidently and create stunning pieces.
Head to monarchpine.com and use code RileyBlack to get 10% off your order. Riley Black patrons get an even bigger discount, so don't miss out.
While you're at it, join the Monarch Pine Craft Supply Insiders Facebook group. It's a vibrant community where makers share tips, inspiration, and their incredible creations.
Monarch Pine, where your creativity takes center stage. Visit monarchpine.com and use code RileyBlack today.
Not tomorrow.
Today.
Are you tired of endlessly joining jump rings?
There's gotta be an easier way.
Are your wrists aching after numerous orders? Introducing Keychain Thingies, the time-saving solution for anyone making keychains.
It's so fast and easy.
These revolutionary plastic thingies make large or multiple orders a snap. So easy, even a child can do it.
That was so easy.
So what are you waiting for? Go to keychainthingies.com and order now. Keychain Thingies will change your life. However, they should not be used to cure any medical ailments, repair broken relationships, or help lose weight. Do not use Keychain Thingies unless you want to save time and aggravation.
So how was the growth of Lancaster? Once you launched Lancaster, how did that progress?
Very rapidly.
Nice.
So it was really 2023 is when I really launched the website. And then 2024 is when Anna started. So, I mean, we're really only 18 months into this.
Nice.
And really as soon as Anna started, I mean, it was full steam ahead from there. And it's just been, it's really just been going crazy.
Yeah.
It's,
Do you think
Go ahead.
that's from the marketing efforts of Anna, and obviously along with your distribution experience, but what do you think kind of contributed to that rapid growth?
so I guess 2 things. One, for sure, the marketing and getting our name out there and stuff like that. But as we were doing that, I already had stuff on order, like coming in. There was stuff
Yeah.
coming in. So I already had stuff staggered on the way in.
Okay.
So as something would get here, we would take pictures of it, put it on the website. And it was just like literally maybe every 2 weeks, we were getting a different shipment. And it was like, you couldn't even catch up. It was like, oh, we just got this shipment. It's like, we're still trying to unload the first one.
Right.
And it's
Right.
like, it was kind of hectic and crazy for a while there. I mean, it still kind of is.
I was gonna say
So,
I don't think it's
I don't know.
not.
I don't think it changed yet, but yeah, it just everything went super fast. We started the Facebook group, and
Yeah.
that's been going great.
Mhm.
Really, a lot of people are joining that Facebook group, and basically, I'll take some whenever I'm doing my customized stuff. I'll put stuff on there, put settings on there. It's just like a lot of other Facebook groups, just trying to help each other
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the community. So many have the same laser, and I know they're all a little bit different with the setting and stuff like that, but
Right.
you can get a good general idea where you need to be.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just nice to talk about stuff because a lot of us are in the same space, and we went through the same thing, you know.
Right.
So people are like, oh, I'm looking at the F1 or whatever. And it's like, I looked at that too, and I know how I felt or the things I looked into
Right.
or why I wanted it. So it's just nice to be able to give some details, to give information to people that are kind of walking the same thing you did 18 months ago.
Right.
So it's nice to be able to help people out. I mean, that was always kind of the main thing, even with Lock Connection. The my main core was trying to work with smaller people, smaller companies, because they often are forgotten, and
Yeah.
it's harder for them to get deals or talk to people. And one thing that I really disliked whenever I was first starting Lock Connection is that like everyone was buying from Amazon, and it's
Yeah.
like with locks, especially electronic locks, people would have issues like programming them or things like that. And I'm like, and even I bought some stuff on Amazon and I had issues, and there was no way for me to contact the person.
Right.
So, and that's when I was like, forget it.
No support. Yeah.
I'm moving forward with this lock company. And I just want to be there for the customers and the customer service. That's very important to me. Shipping
Yeah.
stuff the same day and customer service, being able to talk to people,
Yeah.
that's important. So that's what we try to, strive to be
Yeah.
good at.
I feel like it kind of like is a little full circle to back to your trying to get like 5 of something, right? When you're
Yep.
a small business and you want to order supplies, like we mentioned JDS at the beginning of the show, when you order from JDS, you have to order at least $100 before you don't pay for shipping, and the shipping is pretty expensive. Now, the shipping is extremely fast. It's
Yep.
it's basically overnight, so the price makes sense. But I just remember trying to get like wholesale accounts, right? And some of the wholesale accounts, because you are a reseller, you need that lower price point, and in order for a lot of these companies to offer that lower price point, you had to have like $250 minimums. Like when
Yep.
olive wood boards were really popular, but there weren't a ton of distributors at the time. There's several more now, but when I would order from Naturally Med, someone would want 1 or 2, right? Like cutting boards.
Yep.
But then if I didn't have that, I had to do a $250 order, and it's either turn down this order that they want 1 or 2 cutting boards, or spend $250 and then now hope that you can sell the other ones once they get in. And
Yeah.
so it's that I understand why some companies have like the minimums, and you have to buy 5 of something, or you have to buy a bundle, but the companies that, like, if you do want one tumbler, you want just a couple, it's nice to be able to have that and to have options. I think the more the merrier with suppliers too, because you're all not going to carry the same thing, right? There's going to be things that you carry, and like your knife selection, and maybe another laser supplier doesn't want to carry the knives, but you have tons of them, like I order from several different acrylic suppliers, and several different tumbler suppliers, because you can't possibly carry everything, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's
So-
impossible. I mean, unless you're as big as JDS or something, you
Right.
cannot carry
And even
everything.
then, they don't
That's
care.
a lot of money.
I love a lot of their tumblers, but they don't have a lot of the fun plating items. They've just recently added, some of them
Yeah.
that have like the black underneath, or I
Yeah.
think they have a couple gold options. But even then, I don't know one supplier that I can get, including JDS, that I could get everything I need from.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, everyone always has different stuff, and
mhm.
a lot of, even if they do have similar stuff, we all run out.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you have to have multiple suppliers.
True.
Because
As
if you're
a
trying
business,
to,
yes, you need to
right,
have backups and redundancies, and
right, you
say
got to have
say
plenty of
something
places.
of yours goes viral, right?
Yeah,
And you think you have enough for your current, right, your projections, right? Like, oh, this is what I'm selling. Then all of a sudden it gets popular because of a certain item that's trending, or a certain,
right,
TikTok, or who knows. And then now all of a sudden you're sold out. And, like you said, oftentimes it takes a month or several months for you to get an order that, you have to have those backups that, we try not to sell out, but it happens.
yeah. Our stuff is always at least 3 months to get here. So
Yeah.
some stuff it's a lot longer, like our
Yeah.
glass items. That was closer to 5 months, but
Wow.
it's sometimes it takes a while to get stuff in, and I always when I'm bringing something new in, like
Mm-hmm.
I'll pay to get a couple samples sent to me,
Right.
and then I'll order like just a small manufacturing run and have a small some, like maybe 100 pieces sent.
Right.
I get those, I test them because I'm like, okay,
See how
the
they
first
do.
2 pieces they send, they could easily just pick out the 2 best ones and send it and say, here you
We've
go.
Right.
all had that
You know,
happen. Yep.
so I'm like, I order a small manufacturing run, I get it, and then I look at those and I say,
Yep.
okay, yeah, it's good. Let's go forward with the big order. So
Well,
it
and
takes me a while to get stuff in and
that's a perfect
have it.
example of, for one, so you have to find the item you want, right, and potentially the manufacturer or the seller to get that. So then you get
Yep.
the sample, and even a quick sample from China takes a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then you look at it, you decide you like it, then you do the small like test order, right? And then that one again usually takes a couple more weeks. So now you're already in potentially a month, if not longer, right? Because
Right.
that's, the month is not including the time that it took for me to see if this seller is someone that I want to attempt to work with.
Right.
And then if it does well, now you do the full production, and then you hope people still want it by the
Right.
time it shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it'll take me 8 months to do that whole entire thing,
Yeah.
that whole scenario. It's a long time. It's a long
Yeah.
process. And
Mhm.
some stuff like I'll start to work on, and then we don't even talk about it for 3 months, and then all of a sudden we're like, okay, we're ready to talk about it because I worked on it for a long time. It's gonna be
Right.
here. It's gonna be here soon. And then we start talking about it. But it's like before that, it's just like, it's just something I worked on and it's just in process.
Yeah. And I guess this could be a question for both you and Anna. What kind of things are you looking forward to in 2026? Like, are you going to be changing anything? I mean, obviously, you're looking for a larger warehouse, so that will be, a huge undertaking, in moving and all of that stuff. But is there anything else?
Right. Well, we definitely need a bigger warehouse first. There's
Yeah.
there's nowhere to literally put anything here. I mean, this is like a little maze. We walk through like a little maze just to go to the bathroom. It's like you go this way, and then it's only a small pathway. But
Yeah.
once we get the bigger warehouse, a lot of people have been asking for wood products and even maybe some acrylic. But these are things I really didn't want to. It kind of reminds me of the tumbler thing.
Tumblers.
Yeah.
But that's a large investment
Yeah.
to do that. So if I'm going to do it, I have to have multiple kinds of products there.
Yep.
But for sure, we're going to be expanding on our leatherette stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of different products that we're looking at for that are kind of
Nice.
even on the way in now.
Yeah.
So leatherette's going to be a very big one for what
Mhm.
we carry, and we'll be doing the leatherette sheets too. I never did sheets. I always just did leatherette products.
Right.
But I'm going to start carrying the sheets too. I mean,
Yeah.
it just kind of makes sense for us to carry it.
Yeah. Go ahead. Were you gonna say
You
something?
have anything else?
Yeah, we did some meetups, so we're looking forward to doing that again. I was actually really shocked by how many people have a laser in this area. There's like so many people that come in like every day now. We get 1 to 2 people
That's
stopping
great.
by.
Yeah, when
Yes.
we first set up the warehouse and we started putting stuff up, we were just really just like a regular warehouse, putting it on the shelf. Only we knew what it was. We
Right.
didn't have stuff labeled, but we knew what it was.
Yeah, I remember
And
you
then
posting about
and people
like taking
started
a tumbler out.
coming
Yeah.
in. People are like, "Oh, hey, can I stop in?" I'm like, "Well," and the current warehouse, we don't have a door connected directly to outside. So you have to come in another door to walk down a hallway to get to our door. So we're
Yeah.
not allowed to be really labeled as retail because we're not
Right.
connected to outside.
Yeah.
So initially I was just like, "Oh, I mean, you can come in and look around at stuff, but we're not a retail store. You can still buy it here."
Right.
So a couple people started doing it, and Anna's like, "We better set this all up so people know what they're looking at." I'm like,
Right.
"No one else is going to come." And then it was like literally the following week, we had so many people stop in. I'm like, "Okay, we'll set it up." So it still looks like a warehouse, but we set stuff out now so you can
Right.
view it and see it, so you know what you're buying.
Yeah.
We're trying to make it easier for people to come in and shop here. And like Anna said, we did do a couple meetups, and it's really cool just to meet everyone and talk to people and hear their
Yeah.
story too. What
Right?
they're
Yeah.
doing and what they want to do. And I mean, it's just this industry is so addictive. It really is.
Yeah.
It's you start doing stuff. It's like, oh yeah, I want to do that too. I want to do that.
Yeah.
Well, and the possibilities are
fun.
endless. You can have all of these laser owners in the same community and not really be competition. You can even
Yeah.
have some of the same suppliers, but you make different styles of things, or your customer base is different, or
Yep.
there's really enough room for everybody. And like just like you were saying with, people can sell out of something. If say you have someone needs 5 red tumblers, right? Well, now you only have 3 and the supplier sold out. Having a friend or someone that either, has the supplies, or maybe your laser is down, knowing that there's however many other people that you met at the meetup who has a similar or even better laser that can help you with the job. It's really important to not lose that sale, right? Because if your machine is down or you're out of supplies, they'll just go somewhere else,
Yeah. I actually just had someone yesterday on Sunday. He was messaging me on Facebook. He's like, I need another tumbler because the one I did, I don't like the way it came out. I'm like, okay, stop in on Sunday. And so he stops in. I was like, I was like, yeah, it doesn't look very good. I was like, let's do it on mine and let's, so I made him a tumbler.
awesome.
Right.
And something else. And so it's like, just helping out someone. And that's what
Support.
he does, is customize stuff. But it's like, I show him how I do my stuff, and I'm by no means an expert at custom engraving.
Yeah.
I think most people, I mean, you always learn something
Yeah.
doing stuff. But it was just, and it's just fun to help people out, you know?
Well,
and
and
just be
having
there.
it would be awesome if we had like a local. It would be not awesome for my wallet.
I was gonna
I
say.
saw your face and I immediately thought like,
I was like,
but having that local place where you could go like shop
Stop in.
acrylic or laser blanks or something would be awesome, because with everything being online, you look at the picture and you're like, oh, that looks cool, and then you get it in person, and then even the best pictures, you just may have a different like expectation for it or how it feels. materials? Is it heavier or lighter than you thought it was going to be? Like all of those things. And then, even I'm the type a lot of times when I go shopping, especially with someone new, I try to look over their whole entire website. I want to see everything. Is there something that I didn't think I needed that I might need? Or, oh, that's really fun. Or even just knowing that you have it, even if I don't buy it, I know that it's there if someone asks me, about it in the future. But even doing that, you can miss something. But having the in-person, being able to look and touch and feel things, you're like, oh, that looks a lot cooler than I thought. Or I had never considered, prime example, it's those cups from JDS they're black stainless, and then they have the leatherette. Oh. They're gorgeous. So the shirt shop that we do the engraving for, her husband's company, he ordered those. And again, I've looked at JDS's website a million times, and I honestly don't love their website. It's a little clunky for me, and so
it's hard to get stuff. Yeah, it's hard to find stuff.
It's hard to find stuff, and even when where you think where where you're gonna go, and you go there and it's not there, and you're like, well, where the heck is it? And so I think I've seen those cups before. I don't know, but the picture didn't draw me in. But seeing them in person, like, these cups are gorgeous, and they're masculine too, which is hard for tumblers a lot of times. So especially the pretty ones or the fancy ones are more feminine, and these were like just masculine but professional and just really nice.
Yeah, that black on leather.
Had she never ordered those, or they ordered those, I would have never even known that they were existed. So
yeah, the minute I took them out of the box, I was like, "Oh, I want one of these," and I have no need
a million
for another
cups.
tumbler.
Yeah,
but I was like, "Oh, this looks nice." Yeah, I like that leather on the black. When you were first starting to source things for the blanks, how did you have like a list of things so? You knew you didn't want to do tumblers, even though you ended up doing tumblers.
Right.
But did you have a list of like things you were like going after?
I knew I wanted to do leatherette, because actually when I first started doing it, a lot of people liked the leatherette keychains, and I used JDS's. That's where I started using them. I'd buy stuff. I bought stuff from JDS, and initially whenever I was doing custom stuff.
Yeah.
So the leatherette keychains were always a big sell. I mean, they're pretty inexpensive, and they're easy to do, and people love them. Anything that's customized and it's that small, people are willing to buy those.
Yeah.
So leatherette was really, really big, something I wanted to get into. And like I said, I didn't want to do tumblers, only because there's so many different colors,
right?
So many different platings underneath.
It's a skew nightmare, right?
Right. It's like crazy. It's like, we just added 12 more SKUs. Or 20 or whatever. It just keeps growing, and it's just so kind of difficult to.
Well, and
manage.
they're heavy. So for me, right, I sell small little keychain thingies.
Yep.
Tumblers. I love tumblers.
I feel like you gotta say you used to sell.
I know.
Small little thing.
Well, but like the tumblers, even storing the ones for like my personal custom engraving side of my business, storing them is difficult, let alone like supplying them. Like it's you get, I mean, it's typical. You get a tumbler order and it's a huge box from wherever, right? So they take up a lot of space, and they have more weight to them compared to a lot of things, for laser blanks, knives, wallets, even leatherette, that takes up space like this way, I guess, right? But it's not heavy, so they come with they come with baggage.
Yes, everything does. And we have like a little mezzanine inside of this office here, straight up above. So it's pretty almost along the whole length of the warehouse space. That's where we store a lot of our tumblers. It's just right up there. It's not very fun to get them down. It's not very fun to put them up either. But we're out of space to store stuff on racks. So we've been using that for a while. But it just takes up a lot of space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, your customers clearly you saw the demand in them, so it's really hard to say like, No.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
they could be a good seller
So
for
yeah,
you.
and one of the things when I first started kind of determining what I wanted to bring in, I was bringing in what I liked. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I really like this, or
Yeah, it's
I
where you
really
start
want
for sure.
I
Yeah.
really want a decanter. I really want this
Mm.
wine glass. And
Right.
so that's what I did. And
Yeah.
then, probably 6 or 8 months into it, I'm like, look, I can't just get what I like
Right.
because
What do
Right.
you
there's
want?
all these people out there that like totally different stuff. So
Right.
I just have to look at everything and look outside the box and be like,
Yep.
see what people are, showing or posting. What do they say they want? So it was just a lot of, exploration and seeing what people wanted and what
Yeah.
they were looking for and things like that. And, um, you know, earlier you were talking about, having a place to like close to you where you could shop, see it, touch it.
Yeah.
A lot of our people that stop in here, almost all of them, I mean, that's exactly what they say. They're like,
Yeah.
it's so nice to be able to, and I know there's a JDS over on the East Coast,
Mm.
but it's not as you can't just walk in and look at stuff.
Right.
Right.
It's just a warehouse, and even though we're
Yeah.
just a
Yeah.
warehouse, I mean, we're very small.
Yeah.
So of course you can walk in here and walk around. We don't
Yeah.
have issues with that. So people are they're so like ecstatic. There's just a place to look at stuff because
Yeah.
and a lot of people are like, I want to place an order online, but I want to come look at it first. I'm like,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
stop on in.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for. And
That's awesome.
so it's nice to have that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what was happening to the Best Buys.
Mm.
A lot of people would go and like touch the thing and then go order it on Amazon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
They would go in and
True.
do like they're like, oh, I really
people,
like this
yeah.
one, and then they just go over to Amazon because I mean at a lower rate too. That was the, but again, like you said, they want to order it online, but they want to see it, feel it, like kind of like see, does this look as good, especially for like the products, does it translate? Or are the pictures like, almost like filtered, but not really
Right.
filtered, but that feel like, does it look better in pictures than it does in person?
Yeah.
And
Right.
stuff like
Right.
that, because there are some
Or
things
vice
that,
versa. I mean, especially acrylic, it's
Yes.
really hard to photograph acrylic, especially the specialty fancy
Right.
stuff, right? And even then,
Yeah.
the fancy stuff, it's different from sheet to sheet sometimes just because of the variation in how, it's made. It's made in 4x8 sheets. So
Right.
over here, there could be a more concentration of like pink, and over here, it could be more of a concentration in blue. But even the best pictures don't give the products,
Right.
justice.
Yeah.
So we're nearing the end of the free portion, and I wanted to tease the code. Is the underscore part of the code or no?
No, we don't.
Okay.
I don't think we have an underscore.
Okay, I was just making sure because there's one like in front of it. I want to make sure
Oh,
I'm giving
okay.
the right code. So RBP 10 is for 10% off, for everybody.
everybody.
And then obviously there's a bigger code for
Right.
patrons.
Right.
And right now that 10% doesn't have an expiration date, but that
But
can change.
yeah, you don't want to
so-
sleep on it. 'Cause it might go away.
Right. So tell everybody where they can use the code.
Right. So you can go to our website, which is just www.lancasterlasersupply.net.
Okay.
You can add stuff to your cart. There's a coupon code area right there that you can enter that coupon code, and it'll show up, what the discount was on there. So that's really the place to order products
Okay.
for that.
And then where else can they follow your Facebook group and all that?
We have a Facebook group. We have an Instagram, kind of a TikTok.
Yeah.
What
Kind
else?
That's about it. But our Facebook group is Lancaster Laser Supply Makers Community.
Okay.
We have a normal Facebook business page, which is Lancaster Laser Supply. We post stuff there. We have YouTube that has a lot of how-to videos that are really
Nice.
good.
Yeah.
Pretty much like most of the socials that a lot
Yeah.
of the other people are in.
Yep.
We
Yeah.
just try to be in the same
Yep.
space for people to
You got
find
to.
us
Yeah.
and hopefully help people out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Perfect.
awesome.
Yeah.
And thanks again for you.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention during the earlier portion, he was our
our
new
October-
patron sponsor for October,
Yeah.
I believe. So I appreciate you reaching out, and you
Yeah.
offered a couple gift cards and stuff for some of the giveaways that we had. So I appreciate you doing that. Honestly, I hadn't in my circle, Lancaster Supply hadn't come across my space.
We're pretty new, so
We're still on MySpace.
Yeah.
my space was very fast.
Right,
Anna-
Lancaster
Anna
Supply
has no
on
idea
MySpace.
what MySpace
Just
is.
kidding, right? She
Yeah.
probably knows just by jokes.
She learned it in marketing school of how it used to be.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
The,
But so I appreciate you doing that.
Yeah.
It helps us, and it helps. It's a great marketing tool, right? To get your name out there in front of
Yep.
other people who may not have had heard from you. So we
Yeah.
appreciate you doing that for us and for our listeners.
Yeah.
So
And
Go ahead.
one of the things, so coming up, so our actual first show will be at APA.
Oh,
And-
nice.
oh,
Las
nice. We'll be
Vegas.
there.
see
So
you
we'll
there.
see you.
So we're kind of when we
Great.
were signing up, we're kind of catty-cornered from you.
Oh,
So
awesome.
We're
Even
down
better.
a little bit. So
Yeah.
it's this will be the first show we go to, so hopefully we
Yeah.
don't mess up. But
No.
Nah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that
can't.
more on
Yeah.
the Patreon part
Patreon
because
part.
yeah,
Okay.
I have some questions and comments.
Yeah. So be sure you have plenty. By the time this comes out, you'll have plenty of time to still plan to go to APA because there's gonna be a lot of great people
Yep.
there. We'll be there, and a lot of our friends will be there.
Yeah.
Lancaster Laser Supply will be there.
Yeah.
And so go join on Patreon to get the rest of this conversation. But the life updates coming up next. And life update time.
Yes.
Man, we are tired.
Exhausted.
I don't know.
I
How
apologize.
How do you guys do
for all
markets?
yawning.
How, for everyone that does the markets regularly. I mean, I guess because we're just getting into it and
Yeah.
we're lightweights. But man, we didn't even do a full one. It was only
No.
like a few hours.
It was a little one. It wasn't super busy.
Yeah,
it wasn't
but-
super hot or cold.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm torn because I loved it.
Yeah, it was a great time.
Right? It great networking,
Mm-hmm.
great to get the products out there in front of new people who
Yeah.
would have never seen it. But then on the other hand, I'm like, I am freaking tired.
Yeah, there was a lot of prep.
Exhausted. The prep, the cleanup afterwards, you have to put
Yeah.
all that shit away once you get home.
Yeah.
Real life, having all of those tumblers and stuff to do.
I
So
think we'll do an episode just fully recapping what it's like and what it was.
I'm thinking so too. I want to do, excuse me, like a bonus episode and
Maybe like a mini episode.
I don't. Yeah, like it doesn't have to be extra, or maybe it'll be on one of the weeks where we may not have a guest towards the end of the year, which is just
what
a
about
week.
After Dark?
Yeah,
Maybe.
no,
No?
because that's
Okay.
serious,
Yeah,
and
that's true.
I want to just
Okay.
not.
be.
If we talk about work, we talk about work,
Yeah,
but I don't want it
true.
to be planned.
Okay.
But so
Fair
at some point we'll do like a recap of the show, and so there was at the show. What I will say is that there was really mixed views on how the show went, depending on who you were as a vendor.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I just want to talk
For
about one, how it went for us, all the prep, how it went. The actual daytime stuff, but then also just kind of like dig deep into it, because I feel like how you can't, as a vendor, you can't just go and plan to sell your stuff and make thousands, right? Sure. Kim and Garrett, they just posted that
Yeah.
video where they made 10,000 that weekend,
Yeah, I'm gonna
right?
watch it later.
And that's not, even for them, that's not going to be every show.
Right.
And
right.
for the shows that aren't that show, you have to have other plans.
think
So I'll
of how
talk
many-
about the other
Think
plans.
about how
and-
many shows they've done, and
Right.
to finally get and they've done multiple day shows, and
things are so weird right now. You can do the same show that you did last year that was an absolute hit, and for some reason this year it may not be, because just the economy is so weird. Things are either like dead or they're popping, and you just never know which one it's going to be for whatever it is. So you really need to prepare for both scenarios and prepare to be like okay and make the best out of both
Mm-hmm.
scenarios. So that's what I want to kind of talk about more in depth than, the 5, 10, 15 minute
Yeah. For sure.
life update that we do.
So be on the lookout for that.
But life update is literally if you look at our schedule from Monday to Wednesday, we have gaps of like 10 minutes or 30 minutes
In between things.
in between things.
Well, luckily,
like,
some of those
we
things
had
is
one this
you,
morning.
and I'm not
yes,
involved, which
true.
is
But
great
we had
for
one
me.
this morning that went over, so then I had to push back another one, and then we had the podcast, and we had technical difficulties, and it's a whole thing. But something
about
exciting.
Oh, go ahead. Something exciting.
Something
We'll go
exciting
to-
has happened on Wednesday.
Yes.
But we won't tell you what.
Yeah,
but
we'll share that. In the
when it
socials
actually
beforehand.
happens, we'll share it on the
Yeah.
After Dark. So again,
Okay.
another reason why you guys need to
Yes.
come to the After Darks.
So be sure to catch that.
But what were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say, how about you with your content and your glasses?
Killing it.
Yeah,
Yeah. I really like them.
I'm jealous. I want Meta glasses. So if you have a pair sitting around that you're not using, hit me up
They
in
need
the
to be the
DMs.
large size though.
Huh?
He can't wear the standard size.
Listen, if the price is right, I'll get myself a standard size.
they're gonna give
It's gonna be.
they're gonna give you a big headache.
My camera's gonna have an angle.
Yeah, and they're not going to work for very long because there's like, it's not like normal glasses where you can there's mechanical things in those.
It's fine. I can wear.
But
I
yeah,
can wear. If you have
so-
a pair sitting around that you're not using, hit me up. I'll buy
yeah,
them.
I've been making a ton more content, and
Yeah.
I'm getting great feedback. So
I love the Bluetooth aspect. I can like listen without having headphones. in.
yeah, that is kind of nice. It's so funny
another-
because I forget. I'll have them like on my face, and then I'll like do something on my phone, and all of a sudden I'm like,
You'll hear it.
oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
right, because it just feels like days where I
Yeah.
wore my glasses instead of my contacts,
Right.
And so I don't really think about it, and then all of a sudden it's like in my ear, and
It's-
I'm like, well,
It's the future.
Yeah.
That's gonna
it
be
is.
the new phone in
It's crazy.
X amount of years. You heard it here first. Not really.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying that.
Yeah, I was talking to the first day I got them. I called my mom on them and
Oh.
talked to her through. I need coffee. Talked to her through my glasses.
Yeah.
So
It's funny because I called you, and you sounded super far away, and I thought you were on your glasses, and it was because the phone picked up,
because
and you were
my
thought- you
phone
thought
picked
you
up
were
and I thought I was on my
on
glasses.
the glasses. But then you switched over, and I couldn't tell. Like,
Yeah.
if it was like an earbud, like
It's crazy.
It's amazing. So
Yeah.
even though they don't sponsor the show, those
Right?
glasses
Maybe
are
they
pretty
can.
awesome. And I have someone testing out some knockoff ones, because you know me, I'm all about a deal,
Right.
and $400 is a lot for some glasses. But
Yeah.
but no, they're great content creation thing. Anything wearable, because it's so easy.
Yeah.
And those are the easiest, because I mean, especially if you already wear glasses.
Yeah.
It's such an easy, like, you're gonna wear glasses
Yep.
anyway. You just have a little tick tick,
And you get the
start recording.
cool point of view, POV
Yeah.
angle.
Yeah, that's
So,
awesome. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's about it. That's all we got.
For today.
No more.
All that we
events.
can talk about.
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been another great episode of the Riley Black Project. Crystal and John.
Bye.
Maybe we're all done. The Riley Black Project. Bye.
Say bye.
Bye.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Nino, I'm recording.